Welcome to the Sports Card Talk Show. To the Sports Card Talk Show. Sports Card Talk Show with Kevin Anderson and Lorn Walker, the Skull Brothers.
Welcome to episode 137 of the Sports Card Talk Show. Got a Friday Night Light interview tonight. Can't spit it out. We've had a crazy day of getting fantasy football set up and having a little fun with friends before we're starting here. But we're getting ready to do a Friday night interview.
jbsportscards, and they're run by Big J and Little B. So we're going to figure out who those two guys are. Haven't seen them on camera yet, I don't believe. No,
just a little bit that I've watched. It's been the cards.
The hands, yeah.
The hands and cards.
Know their hands well.
Yeah. So haven't got a chance to watch a lot, but, they reached out and like Ziggy said, sure, come on, let's do it.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah. Should we do a little trivia and then dial them up?
Yep.
All right. Ready. What position on the offense? Oh, we're going to do Minnesota trivia in case you guys didn't realize. Yeah, it's kind of the thing. But what position on the offensive line was manned by Kirk Loudermilk from 1987 to 1992?
He was the center.
Yes. What Oregon point guard spent 2010 to 2013 with the Timberwolves between stints with the Milwaukee Bucks?
Read that again. What Oregon
point guard spent 2010 to 2013 with the Timberwolves between stints with the Milwaukee Bucks?
Oh gosh, I should know this. Point guard. I'm drawing an absolute blank. 2010 to 2013, and I can't.
Luke Ridnour.
Oh, I like Luke too.
What head coach led the Minnesota Timberwolves to their first Midwest Division title? I mean, that's kind of a gimme.
You're gonna have to read. I was still stuck on that Luke. Still thinking.
What head coach led the Minnesota Timberwolves to their first Midwest Division title?
Flip Saunders.
Yeah. Who was the Twins' opponent for the final game at the Metrodome on October 11th, 2009?
Ooh. I'm going to say you almost got to think it's a division rival, but
it was in the ALDS.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was going to say the Oakland Athletics.
Yankees.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, man, it was a tough night for you. I suppose you did 50%.
Two of them, didn't I?
Yeah, you rolled 500, I guess. No, not too bad.
I could have maybe should have gotten two of those other two right.
I agree. I'm just joking.
I really like Luke Ridnour, dude.
I'm glad you like trivia because otherwise you might be like, "Hey, I'm going to ask you questions."
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to do.
Are you volunteering for the next episode?
No, not at all. Well, should we dial up Big J and Little B?
Ring-a-ling ding dong.
All right, we got Big J and Little B on the line. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Awesome.
Good. Thanks for joining us.
Hey. Good to be here. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for having us on the show.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit before and thought maybe we'd start with your collecting history. Big J, if you want to jump in and kind of start us off, and then we'll go to Little B and we'll see where we're at today.
All right. I started, well, we didn't call it collecting back then. We just called it, whatever you did as a kid. Like 75, 76 is when I started picking up football cards, and did that through the late 80s. Well, the mid 80s, mid to late 80s.
So like how old would that be? For the viewers.
Well, I don't want to reveal that I'm 104 years old.
Oh, you're 104 years old, everybody. He was born in 1916.
So, we would just, that was back in the good old days when you could get a pack for almost nothing, and used to, trade them and throw them up against the wall and see who could get closest to it and collect everybody else's cards. And like I said, put them in the spindles of the bikes, when the ones that you didn't care about.
Yeah, like your Walter Payton rookie card.
Yeah. Well, I'd never put Walter Payton in the spokes.
Yeah. Although your Walter Payton is beat up. You don't have
It's
it.
beat. My Walter Payton rookie card is beat.
It looks like it. I don't know. It looks like it. I don't know. Trying to come up with some sort of joke.
Tell me something from '76 that ain't beat.
I don't know.
So yeah, just would mostly football as a kid. Then later in the teen years, I got into some, other stuff. Just, crazy
WWE,
Kiss cards, WWF, and the Hulk, and a couple. We could do some Garbage Pail Kids for a little while.
Hockey, hockey.
Some hockey. I don't know what was going on in my head then.
You were going through a teenage life crisis.
Yeah, rebellion. So that was pretty much, just collecting. That's all we did, as far as collecting went. We just hung out and traded cards. Had favorite teams. It's funny to look back and see all the teams that I liked for a period of time. I was a big Bears fan for a while. I think that had a lot to do with Gale Sayers. Yeah.
I like Gale Sayers more than you probably.
Yeah, you got his cool autograph.
Yeah, okay, we'll see.
So I was a Bears fan for a while, Vikings fan for a while, Baltimore Colts. That was my team.
Now they're Indy. They're not the Colts.
Yeah, I don't call them the Colts anymore.
Yeah,
I call them Indy.
And now you're a Ravens fan?
Yeah, big time Ravens fan. Unfortunately, NFL, but
you guys talking about Ray Rice?
Ray Rice. Ray Rice is my man. I like what he did. He stood up, took ownership of his stuff, and there's a lot of comments that I make in the videos because I think he got a kind of a raw deal. So, and I'm not dismissing anything. Obviously, wrong is wrong, but seeing other guys get away with a lot more kind of disappoints me, the way the hypocrisy is.
Like Ray Lewis, he got away with murder.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We make, if you like that joke, we make a lot of more. We have like a knife that we open the cards with, and we call it the Ray Lewis knife.
So that I was an avid. Bryce is the collector.
Yeah.
Oops, I just screwed up. I said your name.
I don't care. Everybody knows your name. Everybody knows my name. Bryce. You're
Big J.
Yeah, Big J. That's his legal name.
But he's the serious collector. He really basically brought me back into it, and we just do it for fun and hang out, and so it's fun.
We'll spend
he's the whiz though. He knows everything about everything. It's crazy. I don't pay attention to hardly anything. He's got it all.
I think I only reach. Is that still in the me? Do I talk now? Or you
go.
I can be.
You got anything else to say?
I don't know. Maybe I'll interject.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I started collecting. I want to say when I was first time I ever remember buying a pack of cards would have been 2008. So I would have been 5, and that would have been baseball. I did baseball up until I was 10, and my biggest regret is that all those 2011 Topps update packs that I opened, I didn't pull a single Trout rookie. If I would have kept them and sold them, I probably would have been able to pay for my college at this point. I'm serious though, because those draft packs that used to be able to get for $5, they sell for $1,000 now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
So
we know about Trout fever, man.
So I got into football. I've always been into football since I can remember. I've been a Jets fan since Super Bowl 45. I remember I was a Jets fan because they lost in the AFC Championship game. And I was like, oh, well, they'll be back next year. They haven't been back to the playoffs since. So I'm 45. That would have been 9 years ago.
I want to apologize to you for being a fan.
I was 7 when I became a Jets fan. Either 6, anywhere between 7 or 8. I was massive. Mark Sanchez was my guy, Mr. Butt Bumble. And then ever since then, I've been a loyal Jets fan. It's been hard, you know. Geno Smith, very promising, gets punched in the face. Ryan Fitzpatrick, very promising. There was like 10 interceptions against the Bills, and we could have just made the playoffs. Playoffs. And then they bring him back, and then in my opinion, Geno Smith, Geno Smith could be a starter in the NFL. Oh, I said it. I said he could start over Trubisky. He could start over Nick Foles. That's my opinion. Him and but I honestly think the best quarterback that's not a starter right now is who was that Vikings backup? Kyle Sloter.
Oh yeah.
I genuinely think he'd be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
He was the MVP of the preseason like 3 years in a row.
Why didn't they just trade Kirk Cousins? He sucked.
Oh, come on. Don't be busting on Kirk.
He's awful.
No, he's not.
Sam Darnold's better.
He's
it's debatable.
not bad, but he's I still miss my Teddy Bridgewater. So
yeah, Teddy Two Gloves. Oh my God.
Yep, Teddy Two Gloves. So is just because they were in the AFC Championship game that you chose the Jets? Or?
Fan before that, I was a fan. I don't know. I just think randomly in the middle of that season, I thought the Jets weren't on. I'm like, no, I'm gonna root for this team. I'm pretty sure that's what happened because they were like winning. I remember when I was a little kid, I was deciding between. I knew I didn't want to be a Ravens fan for some reason. I was deciding between the Jets and the Seahawks. And I chose the stinking Jets. I could have been a Seahawk.
Hey, at least he's loyal. He's got that going for him.
Right.
Yeah, that's sure.
I don't know. I might just move to Canada and watch the CFL and be a fan of whatever the Eskimos before they had to change their name.
Yeah, they're not Eskimos anymore. We just mess around.
The Edmonton football team.
Yeah, the Washington football team. How about that?
All right. Anyway, getting off track. So I was a big. So I'm gonna say, yeah, when I was 11, that's when I really started getting into college football. But like I was into it more than like just watching the games. Like I was really big into watching pro days, watching combines and stuff like that. And I would always watch like Mel Kiper's draft analysis.
Who the heck's Mel Kiper?
No, it's who. Oh wait, we can't say that. It's PG.
We're PG.
We're PG. We're parental guidance. No, we're Y7. You 7 and under.
Oh.
This is good for well, Timmy can watch this by himself in his room. Okay. Yeah, I was like really the most hyped I think I've ever been for like a player was like Johnny Manziel. And I remember, I mean, of course, everybody wanted, Money Manziel. He was going to be the next big thing. I remember buying a ton of his stuff at an old card store. I used to go. I don't go there anymore because I don't like to buy it. But that was a giant mistake for me. But I've been like big into like checking, like looking at like college players and then buying their cards before they do really good. But I regret not doing that with Patrick Mahomes and Lamar. I could have had Lamar auto for $100 and could sold it for like $1,000. But that's not the part. Oh, I don't want to go Can I go on a Jet side tangent about their GM?
Then you just come off.
Yeah, I know, but I'm so, this angers me so much. Okay, so the GM at the time, Mike McCagnon, he is not a good person. Okay, so he's a selfish person. He's a selfish jerk. He's like, oh, Patrick Mahomes, he's so good. And this like came out as audio. If you guys want to look it up, he said that Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback he had ever seen, but he didn't take him because he didn't want to look bad about taking Christian Hackenberg. Like we could have had the best.
You better keep on with questions, or he'll do this.
Yeah,
all night.
I can do this all night. I'll talk about some crap about the Jets.
We were talking. So, when did you start collecting? So you said you collect football. You started with do you still collect baseball cards?
Barely. I stopped after like 2013, and now I'm recently slightly getting back into it. with like, I mean, I'm an Orioles fan because I'm from Baltimore, and they suck. They are garbage. They are the worst excuse for a baseball team. I mean, I think the 0-26 Orioles, or is that what they were? 0-26? No, 0-21 Orioles were a better assemblage of human beings than the current team. But somehow the Orioles are like, are they third in the AL East or whatever? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
But like I don't really collect any Orioles aside from like Trey Mancini, and then sometimes I get Chris Davis cards, but I keep them in my burn pile. I have a burn pile. I have a pile of cards probably like this big that is explicitly for burning. It's Chris Davis, Mo Lewis, who was the guy that injured Drew Bledsoe, and that's the reason. Thank you, Mo Lewis, for making the best dynasty in NFL history. You're my favorite Jet of all time. A certain kneeler, we're not going to say his name.
Yeah, we won't say his name.
We don't want to get too political.
No.
Joe Flacco.
We love Joe Flacco, but we can't stand Joe Flacco at the same time. You'll hear those comments in our.
Joe Flacco is going to lead the Jets to the Super Bowl this year. I'm calling it right now. You heard it here first, folks. Okay, I want you to hold on to this footage. Where's today's date?
Who knows? 12. 18.
No, it's the 18th.
18th of August.
It's been a long day.
We're on vacation, so we don't know what day it is.
There you go.
It's like our first day on vacation. We've been we've been in the car like
we don't know what day it is anyways. So.
Yeah, we're a bit confused.
So it's primarily football you're doing now then?
Yeah, football. And I have been like doing some basketball. I've been big on like the Zion hype train, obviously.
Right.
Zion is so good. He hates basketball. He hates basketball so much. And even he likes watching Zion a little bit.
Yep.
That shows you how good he is. Is he better than LeBron?
Who's LeBron?
See? He's totally not joking.
Yep.
I know. Here's what I know of basketball: Larry Bird, Dr. J.
Okay.
I know Jordan, but who doesn't?
Right.
Shaq's big, but my stuff's way from back.
Who's my favorite player?
Who's your favorite basketball player?
You know who my favorite basketball
Penny Hardaway.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Awesome. What is there a brand of cards that you like to open more than others, or is there a certain set you like to go after? Or?
Football, I'm weird. So I have a hatred for Panini as a company. I think that when they got that exclusive license, I genuinely think it ruined the hobby for a lot of people because they can shoot out crap after crap. So I like Sage and Leaf and all that. Like for some reason, I like that stuff, even though it's not licensed at all. I just like my number one. Sage is made in USA, and also I don't like my money to go to Panini. So they've already taken too much money.
But they're the only game in town, so what can we do?
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, I don't really care for the exclusive rights licensing that's gone on all over the hobby because it's watered, it's monopolies create, whatever you want to call it, complacency within companies, and without competition, they don't strive to make great products.
Right.
But, I love football cards, so I have to.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, right.
Nothing, Yeah.
But I do a lot of shopping on eBay, so I'm still chasing old tops and
there you go. Yeah,
tops and upper cards anyway.
Yeah, because that's this year for Panini, I like contender or Prism draft picks because I'm a big Tua fan and I'm a big. Sorry, that's our dog. And I'm also a massive Jerry Jeudy fan. Like Jerry Jeudy's probably top 5 favorite Alabama player of all time for me. Up there with Joe Namath and Bart Starr.
Where didn't they have it? Is Ruggs from Bama?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Quite a few great players on that team.
The thing is that they lost so many people this year, but they got that Bryce Young freshman quarterback from modern day high school. So,
Oh, yep.
like, I think he's like the #1 quarterback in the country. So,
I think that's
hopefully he's our good Tua replacement. I was kind of hoping the Jets would tank for Tua, but Sam Darnold decided to get mono.
He was history.
With
yeah. What's that?
So with are you the fact that the Patriots got a Cam Newton now as their quarterback? Does that make you feel like the Patriots are going to be harder to take down this year?
No, because it's still Bill Belichick, and I think so. My theory is that I think Tom Brady. This is going to be a lot of country.
Be careful.
Tom Brady is, if we were to rate him on a scale of 0 to 100, he's about 5 above Matt Castle. In my eyes, he is such a system quarterback, and for the Bucs, he's going to be the worst quarterback in the NFL. I think there's going to be punters with a higher QB rating than Tom Brady next season. That's my prediction. Tom Brady will do. Why? I don't understand what's up with the Buccaneers hype. Tom Brady, he's like, what? I'm going to play till I'm 85 because I eat seeds.
I think Tom Brady's a great quarterback. He deserves his recognition. We're not Patriots fans.
I hate the Patriots. Yeah. Even though they're patriotic, I think
it's Belichick thing for us, for me anyway. And you know what? We got to give credit where it's due.
No,
I mean, you got
can't judge
the record.
You can't judge Tom. How old is he? 43. A 43-year-old man on how good a quarterback he's going to be this year. I mean, last year he wasn't that great, and he was playing for New England still. But their offense never got clicking last year.
But they're offsetting the Jets, and everybody's like, Sam Darnold with the ball. They're trading up to get Trevor Lawrence.
I think Tom took the money. He wanted to make a couple big paychecks before he hung it up, and I think he went. And he's going down to Florida where it's nice.
Yeah,
nice out. So rather than those cold New England nights, so I definitely I don't think Tom thinks he's going to win a Super Bowl down there. I don't think anybody that thinks he is I think crazy myself.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you got to respect the certain. I mean, like, we bust on Flaco all the time. I love Joe Flaco. When he first came on the scene, I was crazy about it.
You were wacko for Flaco.
Yeah, wacko for Flaco. He was good. He was a lot of promise. And then he also, I give him credit because he did it right. He waited until he got the Super Bowl, got the big money, and then so like we bust on him, but at the same time we bust on ourselves and everybody else too. So just like to give credit where credit's due. I mean, you make good moves. Joe did well, and he's got his head on. I like that.
He's got one more Super Bowl ring than any of my Vikings teams ever have. So
yeah, you're done, chair. You're in team. Okay.
Yep, that's for sure.
That Minneapolis Miracle just lose by 35 points in the NFC.
I have a pretty good theory. I mean, Philadelphia was definitely destroyed us the next week. After the Vikings won the Minneapolis Miracle, though, my head was in the clouds for 3 days in a row. I felt like I was walking on air. It didn't seem like I was even in reality anymore.
That's how I feel when you said
teams work on such a schedule that if those guys felt the same emotions I did for 3 days, they probably weren't ready to walk into Philadelphia for that football game. And they looked good. They scored first, and then it was all Philadelphia after that. Absolutely. And then the butt whooping was on.
What happened to Nick Foles? he like fell off. I feel like that happened, and the next year the double doink happened, also known as the second best play in NFL history.
Are you talking
then-
double doink? Is that the Chicago game you're talking about?
Yeah, the double doink, the
Yeah.
greatest word in the history of sports. Double doink.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like that guy hit the upright. I don't know how many times that year. Like hitting the upright was like extra. You got extra points for that. That guy would have been.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you should get extra points for hitting.
Oh,
I
I think he couldn't hit. No one could hit the upright if they tried, and that guy was doing it on a weekly basis.
I think Adam Vinatieri could.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Things like this. Anyway, all right, back to
Yeah, what was the question? We forgot.
we get sick.
We're kind of going round and around. I kind of forgot what the question was. Kind of transfer. Oh, you didn't like Panini, and we kind of went from there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Pop should make football, even though it's not obviously going to be licensed. But like, Topps is the only licensed football, but people still buy Panini baseball, and I feel like that pressures Topps to make at least decent products, in my opinion.
You know, oh man, Leaf makes a college football products, and they don't have licensing for that, but they do a really good job with their camera work, so you don't even really notice that.
Yeah,
helmet. They'll try to get a picture of a guy face on, so you don't see the side of the helmets missing the logo or anything like that.
really.
So if you use good pictures, you know, you can get away with that. Like I'm a humongous Kirby Puckett fan, and Panini has exclusive rights to Kirby Puckett, so Topps can't make Kirby Puckett cards anymore. And so Panini makes them all. They don't even try to hide the fact that they don't have licensing, and Kirby looks like he's wearing like my kid when he was in Little League Baseball. His uniform looked better than what Panini puts on a baseball card.
Yeah. See, that's why they have to get the back shot of the player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. Like my favorite Leaf product is probably like a Leaf Flash. Like that right there.
Yeah. Who is that right there?
Oh, that's a Quentin Williams.
Oh, okay.
He was the 3rd overall pick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
he's an absolute boss. He did horrible last year, but at least he made the team. Unlike their 3rd round draft pick, Ja'Kai Polite. I have. I could go on a 5-hour Ja'Kai Polite tangent, but
He sold some jerseys.
he sold. Did he though? I didn't buy his jersey.
Well,
I'm just mad because he's gonna be good. I don't know.
So who is he with now?
He is a practice squad player for the Rams, and I only found that out like a couple of days ago, and it was scary, dude. I was having like nightmares about it. Like the Jets were in the Super Bowl and Joe Flaco was the quarterback, and on the last play of the game, it was time, and to win the game, Joe Flacco got strip sack, fumble for a touchdown, and it was. All that was done by Ja'Kai Polite because that's how.
Oh boy.
so yeah, the Topps products when I was a kid, that was fun. You know, we didn't have a whole lot. The thing that's pretty impressive about cards today is the quality that you get. Like
so much more
back then, it was a piece of cardboard. That's exactly what it was. And the only thing you might get was an autograph, and that usually had to be done in person.
Right.
So now today, what's really cool about it is you can get some decent product. They look good. They're durable. They last. They've got some impressive stuff that's going
like
on.
a really nice stock.
Yeah, they got good card stock that looks like it's worthy.
Like immaculate.
You know?
Like I love immaculate.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I didn't have any idea what a penny sleeve was. Like
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
And
Yep.
then we have like top loaders and magnets and snaps and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were kids, it was you put them all together with a rubber band if you were lucky enough to find one.
Yeah.
Or you just put them in shoe boxes, right?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
when I first dug out of the closet all my old stuff. When I was introduced to Bryce, we were like opening shoe boxes, and there's big fat packs with old rubber band that was disintegrating, around them.
Yep.
I don't think I had one penny sleeve top load or nothing. It was
I
just
don't think
big,
those existed in
fat stacks of cards being
I
strangleholded
don't
by
think-
a
I don't-
So,
rubber band.
you told Bryce that you had some old football cards from when you were a kid, and he got really excited, and you broke out this shoebox.
Yeah. And he was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I was like when I saw the Walter Payton card, I was like so sad because like it wasn't like it's like not even a PSA 3. Like it's
Oh, it's got to be a 3.
it's a 2.
No, I saw a 2.5
No,
on
I don't
eBay
want-
the other day. I'm telling
That's
you.
BGF.
No.
Does PSA do point? I thought PSA only
They
did.
occasionally get a 0.5. They occasionally throw out a 0.5 here and there.
Really, I thought that was just a BGS thing and an SBC thing. Huh.
It doesn't matter. I'm not parting with it anyway.
Yeah,
Right.
he won't sell it, but he won't buy a 20-cent Ray Rice card. But hey,
That's a thing. It's a connection to his childhood, and I have some cards that I probably will never get rid of because I remember where I was when I got it. It just brings back memories of a childhood that we're all chasing in our old age.
Yeah, exactly. And in 1976, nobody knew that Walter Payton was going to be the best ever. He was just
not the best.
Well, he was.
See, ask them who's the greatest running back of all time.
All right, who's the greatest running back of all time?
A lot of people would argue Walter Payton. Like we actually asked who.
I thought say people.
I caught Walter Payton at the end of his career, so the best running back I ever saw was Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders to me was, even better than Adrian Peterson. But there's Walter's right there. Jim Brown, I never got to see. Jim Brown. Some people say Jim Brown.
I love watching those old videos of Jim Brown.
Yeah.
So
he was a monster.
Barry was a jitterbug. Like the way he would move, he was a joystick. He'd move sideways, backwards. Like, he made the best 2-yard runs in NFL history.
He's like that player that when a kick return will turn back 20 yards, try to do something cool, except he actually does something cool.
Yeah,
right.
I think the disrespect to Frank Gore is a Met. Not only is he is a Jet, but he also has more rushing yards than Barry Sanders. Does he have more than Walter Payton? I forget. No, he's only behind Walter Payton and Emmitt Smith, third all time. But I know you could say, well, he's been playing for a lot longer. But by the same token, the pack. What?
Well, he's older than Big J. Frank Gore. He's been playing forever.
So he's like 105 then.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Frank Gore's been around for 5 years before the NFL existed.
Right.
That's the greatness of Frank Gore is the guy
He
just never slows down.
He's gonna outlast Tom Brady and Adam Vinatieri.
Adam Vinatieri is going to be playing from his coffin.
He's gonna he will literally go from a retirement home. He will be wheelchaired out to the team bus. They will take him down. They will help stand him up, and his right leg will kick a 500-yard field goal.
500 yards.
Yes, because
that's quite the field goal.
I know it's like 5 football fields. I don't know.
Who did the Jets pick this year in the draft?
First round, Makai back then, the fattest offensive lineman I've ever seen in my life. He could probably kill me if he landed on me, for being honest. But honestly, like he is so good at like the pancake block, like just pushing you over, like ball snap, boom, just pushes you off. I think he's very good because like when the Jets were good, when they had Sanchez for those 2 years when they won the AFC Championship game, I don't think they would have been as good if they didn't have like the Brickashaw Ferguson, who was their left tackle.
Did
But,
it wasn't Mangold their center too?
yeah, Mangold was their center. Hall of Famers. If they don't get in the Hall of Fame, I'm never gonna visit Canton. I will protest. I will peacefully protest them.
Peacefully protest. So, who else
and
did the
then
Jets get?
they took Denzel Mims, who was probably going to be like a bust because the Jets stock at mid-round draft pick. Then they took Ashton Davis. They took a safety. Made no sense to me because they had Jamal Adams. But then they traded Jamal Adams. It made me so happy because I hate Jamal Adams. I think he's so overrated, and I think he has such a big head.
Seattle traded him to
Seattle. Yep, I think so.
Seattle for 2 first-round picks, a third, and Bradley McDougal.
Holy, they scored.
Yeah.
They scored nice.
I know. So I think that like having 4 first-round picks in the next 2 years is going to be good for like when we go 0-16 and we fire Adam Gase. If the Jets do not fire Adam Gase, I will genuinely have a problem. I will be very upset unless we like do something crazy. But
You're going to jump ship.
So you think they should?
No, I'm never going to skip on the Jets. They could go 0-16 for 10 years straight. That'd still be strong.
Take Trevor? Is that what you're going for now?
After Ashton Davis, they took Jabari Zuniga, who was a defensive end from Florida that they drafted in the 3rd round, just like Ja'Kai Polite, who was cut because he was 5 minutes late to his first meeting. Because God forbid you're 5 minutes late. Could you imagine that, losing your job because you were 5 minutes late for your first meeting and your team spent significant draft capital and get cut anyway?
So he asked you about Trevor.
Trevor who?
I don't know.
Trevor who?
The quarterback for Clemson.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, Lawrence.
Oh, do I think that they're going to draft him?
I asked if you think the Jets should tank for Trevor.
As an Alabama fan, I can't. I think Trevor, he has ruined my life. He made me cry 2 times. He beat us in the championship. Was thinking Tua.
But if it wasn't for that,
no, because he looks like a woman.
Uh,
No,
he is pretty. He is pretty.
you don't even know what he looks like.
Yeah, he's got the long hair, right?
Yeah, what color is his hair?
Brown.
No,
Blonde.
There you go.
See?
Anyway, but I think you're a big North Dakota State University fan, right?
mm-hmm.
Who's their quarterback? Trey what? No. The guy that threw like 29 touchdowns.
Oh.
I want him to be the quarterback of the Jets if Sam Darnold does not do good this year. Oh, Mark, stop calling me. Oh, my God. Sorry, someone keeps on calling me. Oh, no, now his name's out. But yeah, I don't even know who I want the Jets to take. I want them to take a pass rusher because they have no pass rush. I want them to trade. Who's that guy on the Jags? He went to Maryland.
Oh,
Ngakoue. Yannick Ngakoue.
Oh, Ngakoue, yeah.
I want him so bad. I would trade 4 first-round picks for him. I don't care. He is so good.
Yeah, I like Yannick.
He is, in my opinion, he's better than J.J. Watt.
Who's Yannick?
You don't know who Yannick Ngakoue is? Can you believe that? Unbelievable. Everyone's
That's
just because you know every player.
Man.
He's not just any player. He's not like some practice squad player. He's like a all-pro. It's like a Pro Bowler. Anyway,
It's their show. Wait, let's ask him. What was that?
I'm sorry.
That's because defensive players don't ever get any love, unless they're superstars. Yeah, Yannick and Dakwe. He's
so good.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah.
I think he's a generational pass rusher, in my opinion. But I also think that the Jets, because Yannick Ngakoue only had 8 sacks last year, and like Shaquille Barrett, he had 19 or something ridiculous. Something crazy.
I think he started the season with half a dozen of those in one game.
Yep.
I think he had 10 sacks in the first 3 weeks of the season or something like that. So he did slow down. I was holy cow, this we play fantasy football, so he would have been a good.
Yeah. I haven't played in a couple of years, but
he would have been a good independent defensive player to have on your roster for those first few weeks of the season.
They do independent defensive players now.
Oh yeah, we added.
It's a choice, yeah.
Yeah, it's a choice. We actually chose to have defensive players in our league for the first time last year.
I quit fantasy football a couple years ago when Brock Osweiler was on the Texans and my backup quarterback was Teddy Bridgewater, and that was the year he tore his ACL. So I go quarterback, and then I had spanking his kid Adrian Peterson as my first overall pick. Anyway, all right, Pat, I need to get off track fantasy football. So yeah, I don't think the Jets have drafted a quarterback. I do think that Sam Darnold will be good. I'm not just saying that to defend the pick. Because look, the Jets suck at drafting. Okay, D. Milner, garbage. Sheldon Richardson, garbage. Muhammad Wilkerson, garbage. 2014 entire draft class is gone. They just cut. I don't know if you guys know about Quincy Enunwa.
Yeah. Yep. They cut him out.
He was so good, and then he got injured so many times in his neck. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna play again. It's so sad.
Yeah, he's fantasy football. He was like a pick up and drop because he couldn't stay on the field.
Absolute star. But draft. So they took Zuniga, and then after that they took that quarterback. What was that guy? He went to Florida International, and we joked about how he went to an airport for college. James Morgan. I hate that pick. That was an awful pick. I don't know what the heck Joe Doug was thinking.
What round is that?
I don't know why. Why would you draft a quarterback? You have Sam Darnold, Joe Flacco, David Bales, and Trevor
That's why,
Siemian.
because you have Sam Darnold and Joe Flacco. That's why you draft the quarterback.
And then who else did they take after that? I'm trying to think. Oh, they took a punter in the 6th round because Jets. Because we have no holes in the roster. We need a punter. Why didn't I wanted them to take? Who was that guy with the Rex backs? College kicker. You know what I'm talking about? Georgia. Rodrigo Blankenship. I wanted to draft him, but of course they didn't because the Jets never draft who I want them to draft.
Usually goes.
Yeah, I don't remember who else they drafted. I think they drafted Bryce Hall in the 5th. So I thought he would be gone in the 3rd.
You know more about your
interview for you with the Jets. They been calling you or something.
Yeah, I know. Man, if anyone from the New York Jets scouting department is watching this, just email me.
Right.
Little plug right there.
Yeah, we know our first 2 first round picks, but we had so many picks. I don't know. It's hard to keep track.
I think we had 15 total 15 draft picks.
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about the Stephon Diggs trade?
What's that?
How do you feel about the Stephon Diggs trade?
What we got back in return, I was happy with it.
Even though you got rid of your best receiver, what do you think Thielen's better?
I think Thielen and Diggs complemented each other well. 1 week one would have a great game, the next week the next one would. So,
nothing wrong with that.
To protect Precious.
The question: Diggs didn't want to be in Minnesota anymore. we let him go, and hopefully the draft picks we got back in return, hopefully they'll pan out. But if a guy doesn't want to play for you anymore, why not let him go?
Of course, they had to trade him to the
If a guy
Jets.
doesn't like to play, it turns into,
Right.
It turns it's a cancer in the locker room.
Yeah, like that's why Antonio Brown's not on his team.
Yep. Yeah. So that's no, I even though I didn't want to be a Viking anymore, I still loved what Stefan Diggs did for the Vikings. I mean, he gave me one of my greatest memories as a Viking fan with the Minnesota Miracle catch and run. So Stefan will always hold that little special place in my heart.
He doesn't even know what you're talking about. It saddens me. Saddens me so much. He claims to be a football fan, and he doesn't even know what the Minnesota Miracle is.
Well, he can be a football fan and not know what the Minnesota Nuclear is.
Minnesota Nuclear?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the cool things, though, about today, like when I was a kid, it was following the teams. It was the team. This was your team. This was your second team, and now it's like, for me, it's more like player oriented. Like the Ravens are my team. But I like it today because, well, players come and go, of course, but you can follow the players. We like players of all kinds of different teams. We don't like too many Patriots, but I mean, there's some really good players on that team, on all teams, really.
Like I don't want, I hate the Dolphins obviously because they're in the Jets division, but I still like Tua because he went to Alabama.
Right.
Now, am I gonna buy any cards of him in his Dolphin jersey? No. I'm gonna buy all.
I am.
You are just to get mad at me?
No, just so that when they just blow up in price, you won't have any.
Here's the thing. All right, I gotta go on the record to say this too. Oh, I didn't mention this earlier. We also collect for college girls collect Navy. Right, Navy football.
Navy.
Midshipman, Keenan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Malcolm Perry.
Yep.
You know who that is, right?
Yep.
Totally.
Yeah. He's like Lamar Part 2.
He really is. He was drafted as a receiver by the Dolphins in the 7th round. You can also quote me on this. In 5 years, I'll be a genius. If he gets a genuine chance at quarterback, I think he could beat Tua and Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Who is this player's name again?
Malcolm Perry. When we're done with this, I want you to look at his highlights. They're crazy.
Okay.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Was he drafted this year?
He was drafted this year in the 7th round by the Dolphins as a wide receiver because he had to change position. Because this quarterback class is so loaded.
He is incredible.
He is so good.
As a 7th round pick, I'm guessing you probably could pick up a couple of his cards for cheap.
Yeah,
so it might be a cheap investment. Maybe you guys might make me a little money.
The only card I know that he has is a Leaf card. Isn't Leaf. So I don't know if any of his I hope they put some of his stuff in Flawless, though I doubt it. But that'd be really cool. Because I do like football.
Nothing in Contenders draft or anything like that either.
Nothing in Contenders draft, nothing in Chronicles, draft picks, any of that.
Wow.
Okay, so just probably Leaf, you say?
Yeah, Leaf, and he might have a Sage card maybe. I'm not quite sure.
Okay. No press pass?
I don't think does press pass even exist anymore?
I'm not
to
sure.
tell you the truth, I don't know.
I don't think they do anymore. I don't think they've been making cards since 2013. I don't think. I don't remember.
Uh-oh.
What? Wait, what?
I honestly don't know. I have a bunch of Teddy Bridgewater was actually 2014, and I got some Teddy Bridgewaters. After that, I don't know if I have a press pass card after that. So.
Oh, it's funny.
That is funny.
Well, guys, I am gonna give you guys a chance to plug your channel, and
you guys wanted to say you had a couple shout outs too?
Yeah, and have your shout out. Only because we're rolling into the 46-minute mark, and Lorn has to work tonight, and we want to make sure he's on time. We don't want him to be 5 minutes late and get fired. So that was a little callback to your comment.
All right. So,
Lil B's got one question for you, then we'll do a quick plug.
Okay.
okay. So, like, the one thing that I've never understood, I mean, I guess I kind of get it, but, like, pack searching is, like, very frowned upon, I feel like. But I also don't get why it is. Like,
What do you think about pack searching?
I did it when I was a little kid, but it was really easy. I don't, it's so hard to say, man. I mean, how much cards are nowadays, and when people do it, people that know, like, I know that people say that people know, gosh, who was that? It was when we were down at a card show, and this guy said that his friend goes in and pack searches and knows exactly what packs just by picking them up or looking at the box, which packs to pull from the box. Like, he's got the code. Code to know which packs have the good cards in it. And he's not even like feeling them up really or anything. He just knows by the box almost. Remember that, Kev?
Wow. Yeah.
So for somebody who's going in and spending a lot of money on a pack of cards, and somebody has already grabbed the good packs out of the box, it's kind of stealing from everybody else.
Yeah, that's a point of view, for sure. Yeah. Yep.
And quite honestly now, who's able to pack search anymore? People are just wiping out the whole displays in stores.
Yeah.
I guess that's the solution to that problem.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to find like anything over. Like, I think I've probably gone to like 3 Targets, 3 Walmarts, and all I found is hockey and a tiny bit of sport football.
Yeah, that's
yeah. It's pretty much empty just about everywhere we go, but it's just people go and wipe the whole display out. So I guess that takes care of anybody that wants to pack search, because there's nothing to search.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna plug Sims in Bel Air. Sims Sports Cards.
Right.
He's a great dude. He treats us real good. We have a couple places that we really like.
So they have a Facebook page, Sims Sports Cards.
Sims Sports Cards on Facebook.
Card is their Facebook. I'm pretty sure it's Sims Sports Cards. I don't think there's an apostrophe, but it's all lowercase and one word.
And he's an old school guy, real little small shop, just does people good deals. I mean, they're all across America. So he's our favorite. We like Mill at Bel Air Sports Cards too.
Is that it?
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
We have some other.
We have other in the videos we'll plug, but you want to plug our channel a little bit?
Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's jbsportscards. And then in our Instagram, what's our Instagram?
I have no idea. I don't do Instagram.
It's JBSD_8_14, I think.
We'll put links in the description to both.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Right now, we've just surpassed 100 followers, and we're gonna do a giveaway. We don't know what that giveaway is gonna be, or like how to enter it. But if anybody has ideas, you can just shoot us a DM.
Yeah,
appreciate it. We'll give you a shout out if you can come up with a good idea.
Awesome. Well, we want to thank you guys for coming on. Big J and Little B, we appreciate you guys coming on. If you want
we appreciate being here.
Yeah, thanks.
If you want to hold the line for 1 second, Lauren will bring it to a close, and then we'll chat for a minute off camera.
Okay.
All right.
Skull Brothers out.